The day she found out.
But secrets have a weight to them, and eventually, gravity always wins. They say the warning signs are always there. You just have to be willing to look.
He trusted his best friend with everything. His business, his secrets, I know.
And apparently,
His wife.
the most dangerous distance in a marriage isn't miles. It's the 6 inches between two people sitting right next to each other.
And then came the moment that changed absolutely everything. Whose baby is it? This is the story of Ryan, Jessica, and Derek, and the truth that destroyed them all.
3 years ago, Ryan Carter was living proof that the American dream was still alive.
I used to think we had the kind of marriage people write books about. The kind you're jealous of from the outside.
Me and Ryan, we built that firm from nothing, man. 2 guys with laptops and a dream. Now look at us.
That night on the rooftop, I thought I saw something between them, but I shook it off. Who would believe that?
She had everything. The house, the money, the husband. So why did something in her gut keep saying, something is wrong?
According to the American Psychological Association, 41% of married Americans admit to at least emotional infidelity. But Ryan?
Jess, you've been twisting that ring for 20 minutes. What's going on with you? Oh, this? Nothing, just a habit. Haven't noticed it at all.
Linda, Ryan and I haven't been intimate in almost 2 months. He comes home late, he's distracted, and whenever he says he's stressed.
Jess, look at this. Tell me this isn't what I think it is.
In America, the average couple waits 6 years before addressing serious problems in their marriage. 6 years of slow erosion.
Derek, people are talking. Do you understand what I'm saying? People are talking.
People talk about things they don't understand, Sarah. And I'd hate for you to be one of those people.
Ryan, can we talk? Like, actually talk. No phones, no work calls. Just us. I'm right here, Jess.
What do you want to talk about?
I'm listening. Do you still love me, Ryan?
Because I feel like I'm living with a stranger.
Be honest with me. Jess, come on. Of course I love you. You're everything to me.
I've just been under so much pressure lately, Had. The merger is killing us at the office.
Of course I do, babe. You know I do.
Derek knew exactly what Ryan wasn't giving her.
And he used it like a weapon.
When was the last time somebody actually made you feel seen, Jess? Not managed, not maintained, seen.
Ryan, if this merger falls through, we're looking at $40 million in exposure. Needs to close that deal in Chicago by Friday.
I used to walk in there. Researchers at the University of Tennessee found that emotional affairs almost always begin with a text. Just one.
She texted first. I want you to remember that. She reached out to me.
6 months before Ryan found out Shears, this was the moment. The first time she chose.
For the first time in 2 years, I wasn't thinking about the fights, the distance, the silence.
Nobody plans to cheat. Every single person I've ever spoken to says the same thing. It just happened. But here's the truth, dear. It never just happens.
He doesn't know. He genuinely has no idea.
Jess, I need you to look at me right now. I saw Derek's Bentley parked outside your coffee spot on Thursday. You told me you were alone.
It's not the guy. It's complicated, Linda. You don't understand what it's been like at home.
Complicated? He is Ryan's BEST friend, Jess. His partner. The man who gave a toast at your wedding. Do you hear yourself right now? Please, Linda, don't say anything. Not yet. I'm not ready. I need to figure this out myself. If you tell Ryan, everything falls apart.
Every single part of me said Colin. But she was my best friend since college.
In that hotel room on a Tuesday evening, Jessica Carter made a decision that would unravel 3 lives. You can walk out that door right now, Jess. I won't stop you. But you know as well as I do, Sia, we crossed a line we can't uncross.
I told myself it was just once, that it was a mistake, that it would never happen again. That's what they all say, isn't it?
Jess, hey, are you okay? You're shaking.
I'm fine. Really, don't worry.
No, you're not.
Yeah, just Linda. She was venting about Marcus at work. You know how she gets. I'm going to bed.
Okay, honey.
She lied perfectly. That's when it gets dangerous.
Man, when this merger closes, I want to take you and Jess and whoever you're dating on a vacation. Like Bora Bora, first class, the works. We earned it.
Yeah, for sure. We've both earned it.
Jessica, I didn't know you came here. Small world. Some secrets are better kept, Sarah. I'm gonna say something and you can choose to hear it or not. Derek has done this before, with another partner's wife, 3 years ago. Just so you know.
You don't know anything about my life, Sarah. Please stay out of it. Jessica, you know this is the truth.
It was a Monday morning. Ryan told me he almost didn't look. He almost put the phone back down.
It was a calendar notification, Jessica's calendar, for a lunch. With D. No last name.
There's a study from Dr. Shirley Glass, with a leading researcher on infidelity guide, that says most betrayed spouses notice up to 17 warning signs before confronting the truth.
Ryan, hey, you haven't heard a single word I said. Son, what's going on with you? Is it the deal or is it something else?
It's nothing. Work stuff. Walk me through the Chicago numbers again.
I have to go, Derek. Chase is home at 9. I can't. I have to go. This isn't sustainable. You know that, right?
At some point, you have to decide which life is actually yours.
I would give myself the length of one song to fall apart, and then I'd turn it off.
He checked the app they set up 2 years ago when her car broke down in Silver Lake. He almost forgot they had it. She said yoga, Santa Monica. But the dot was in Brentwood, 6 miles in the wrong direction.
She was laughing on that phone like I hadn't heard her laugh in a year. And the second she saw me, it stopped like someone flipped a switch.
1 sec.
The average person conducting an emotional affair texts their partner 47 times a day. The number Ryan found? Exactly 47.
Hey, Ryan. What's good, brother? Yeah, I'm just wrapping up the Chicago brief. What do you need?
Yeah, I was thinking spa goes around 8. You free? Jess has her thing with Linda tonight, so he told himself he just needed to know that he wasn't the jealous type, that he'd trust what he saw.
I sat there for an hour and a half because I needed to be 100% Shia before I did anything.
I didn't follow her home. I drove to a parking garage off Wilshire and sat there for 2 hours, making a plan.
Night, babe. Night. Based on what you've given me, Gula, location data, call frequency, the timestamps carried, I can have confirmed documentation for you within 5 business days. Mr. Carter, whatever you're feeling right now, Ray, keep it locked down until we have everything. I've done 46 of these cases, Mr. Carter.
He sat across from the man sleeping with his wife and smiled through 3 courses of food. Psychologists call this the disgust.
Seriously though, Barry, how are you? We never talk about your personal life. You keeping things quiet these days?
Things are fine, just busy. Why the sudden interest? You know how I am, right? Keep it simple, keep it clean, no complications.
Derek, stop pressuring me. I told you why. I need time. This isn't just about what I feel. There's the house. There's everything we built. I can't just...
You keep saying you need time, but it's been 6 months, Jess. 6 months. What are we doing? Listen to me.
I saw the browser tabs. Infidelity evidence. Private investigators. How to document an affair. My hands went completely cold. I texted Derek. Don't come here. Don't call. He knows something. Delete everything.
But here's what neither of them knew. Ryan had already photographed her phone logs. Every number, every timestamp. 3 days earlier.
Mr. Carter, I have everything. Photos, timestamps, the rideshare records, one additional location. I'm emailing the file now.
Email it to me. All of it.
I know you know, Linda. You've known longer than I have.
You know, don't you?
And I'm not angry at you. I just need you to fill in the gaps for me.
I should have told you. I know that. I knew a month in and she begged me not to. And I made the wrong call, Ryan. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, 6 months. Maybe a little more.
Ryan, How long?
How long, Linda?
6 years. And all it took was one man who I called my brother. Thank you for being honest. Take care of yourself, Linda.
The day before the confrontation, Jessica had no idea Ryan already had the file. She was shopping for earrings.
Sometimes when I took my makeup off at night, I didn't recognize her. The woman in the mirror. I didn't know when I became someone who could do this.
Her name was in the hotel check-in records. Derek's suite. Twice. The dates. I knew those dates. One was our anniversary month.
Ryan? What are you doing up? You scared me. Ryan? Why are you sitting in the dark?
How was your evening, Jess?
Anything interesting happen today?
It was quiet. I was at Linda's. We watched a movie.
Why are you sitting here like this?
Ryan? What is this? Linda called. Looking for you.
Ryan, okay. Just let me, please just let me talk, okay?
I don't need an explanation, Jessica. I have everything. The locations, the hotel records, the call logs, all of it.
I just want you to say his name.
Derek.
My best friend, the man I built everything with. He was in my house, eating at my table, and he was...
How long?
How?
Long. Jess.
6 months.
6 months. 6 months. I shook his hand, bought him drinks.
Trusted him with everything I had.
Ryan, I know nothing I say right now means anything.
Ryan, please.
I know I destroyed everything.
He picks up, or I drive there right now. Those are the only two options available.
Hey, Ryan, what's...
I know everything, Derek. She's right here with me, and I want to hear you say
I
it.
know about the hotel. I know about Brentwood. I know about the 6 months.
Say it, Derek. Be man enough to say it.
Ryan, I'm sorry, man. I know that doesn't cover it. I'm so sorry. I know.
Ryan, please. Don't go. Just stay. Let's talk, please. I'll tell you everything. Please don't leave this house.
Pack some things. Take whatever you need.
I
need the house to myself for a few days.
I sat on that floor for an hour.
I drove for 2 hours straight. No destination, just movement. Because the moment I stopped, I'd have to feel it.
These two men had been friends since college, built a company together, stood at each other's milestones, and now they stood in a doorway with nothing between them but the truth.
Say something. Because I drove here instead of... Just say something, Derek!
Ryan, I didn't plan this. I need you to know that. It wasn't tea. I didn't set out to hurt you, man. It happened, and I know that's not enough. Try the truth for once in your life. You sat at my dinner table. You were in my home. You shook my hand and told me you had my back. And for 6 months you were... Ryan, man, I know. I would do anything to... Don't!
Don't.
Ryan, what happens now? Monday morning, I call my attorney and we dissolve the partnership. You'll get the paperwork.
She called 3 times. And for the first time in 6 years, I let it go to voicemail.
Jess. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. Sit down. Tell me everything.
Ryan, take your time. You don't need to sign anything today. But I want you to understand you are protected. Everything in your name, everything you built, Shawty, it's documented.
Ryan, I've watched men lose everything in divorce courtrooms for 40 years. But I can tell you though, the ones who asked.
I think I was lonely, Linda. And Derek saw that and he used it. But I let him. I have to own that.
Jess, what happened was wrong. It was wrong, but you're still a person. What do you want to happen?
I don't know if I deserve to want anything.
I told her about what happened with Patricia's husband 3 years ago. Just so you know.
I told her.
Derek Hayes had been asked to leave the firm he co-founded, lost his partnership, his income, his best friend, all in 72 hours.
I kept waiting for Ryan to fix something in me. And when he couldn't me because he didn't even know it was broken day, I went looking for it somewhere else.
Every morning I'd go to that hotel gym at 6, because if I was moving, I wasn't thinking. And the thinking was what was going to break me.
Studies from the Journal of Family Psychology show that the average betrayed spouse takes 18 months to fully process infidelity per child, whether they stay or leave.
I started looking for my own place fix after that night. Not because I'd given up on fixing things.
I got what I said I wanted. Jessica, no more secrets, freedom. And I sat in this apartment and realized I didn't know who I'd become.
When I walked back into that house, the robot was still doing its rounds on the floors. The coffee machine was still... In that photo, she was laughing at something I said during the vows. I don't even remember what it was. I'd give anything to go back and remember.
They met for the first time 23 days later. Neutral location, no lawyers, just 2 people standing in the wreckage of what they'd built.
Ryan Einchurin, I'm not here to make excuses. I'm here because I owe you the truth and I'm giving you just all of it if you want it.
Not why someone else. Not why you were lonely or unhappy. I need to know. Why Derek specifically? That part I still can't. I need to understand that.
He was familiar.
He was safe. He didn't require any rebuilding. And that's a terrible reason, Ryan.
I know that. I was always working.
I wasn't present. I know that now. That doesn't excuse what you...
Is there any version of this where there's still an us?
Or did I take that completely off the table?
I genuinely don't know.
Right now, what I know is that I love you.
And what I know is that I don't know if I can trust in the end.
Yes. Derek Hayes lost his business partnership, his income, his best friend, and his Stephanie standing.
2 months after the confrontation, Ryan Carter still hadn't decided what came next. But for the first time, the question didn't terrify him.
I called Linda and I was laughing because
She asked me when I last told my wife I missed her. Not love you, dude, missed her. And I couldn't answer. I couldn't remember.
They met for the first time 23 days later. Neutral location, no lawyers, just 2 people standing in the wreckage of what they'd built.
Ryan Einchurin, I'm not here to make excuses. I'm here because I owe you the truth and I'm giving you just all of it if you want it.
Not why someone else. Not why you were lonely or unhappy. I need to know. Why Derek specifically? That part I still can't. I need to understand that.
He was familiar.
He was safe. He didn't require any rebuilding. And that's a terrible reason, Ryan.
I know that. I was always working.
I wasn't present. I know that now. That doesn't excuse what you...
Is there any version of this where there's still an us?
Or did I take that completely off the table?
I genuinely don't know.
Right now, what I know is that I love you.
And what I know is that I don't know if I can trust in the end.
Yes. Derek Hayes lost his business partnership, his income, his best friend, and his Stephanie standing.
2 months after the confrontation, Ryan Carter still hadn't decided what came next. But for the first time, the question didn't terrify him.
I called Linda and I was laughing because it
She asked me when I last told my wife I missed her. Not love you, dude, missed her. And I couldn't answer. I couldn't remember.
When I went through my divorce in 1998, you were in college, but it took me 3 years to feel like a person again.
You're at 2 months, so give yourself the time.
I didn't say no. I don't think I'm done. But I also know I'm not the same man who would just take that hit and pretend it didn't happen.
They started couples therapy,
Not because they'd decided to stay together.
but because they'd both decided they at least owed each other a real conversation.
and
We both said exactly the same thing at the same time. And we both stopped. And for 1 second, it was just us again.
Derek ended up alone. Not dramatically, just quietly. The way most consequences arrive, see?
At some point the anger stopped out of sting.
People expect you to be destroyed or redeemed. The truth is, you made choices.
The house is still a lot of house for one person.
By session 7, they were 3 inches closer on the couch. It doesn't sound like much, but in that room, it was everything.
What are you having?
nothing.
Nothing.
They didn't hold hands, they didn't kiss goodbye, but they walked out of that restaurant together. And both of them separately noticed it was.
They met for the first time 23 days later. Neutral location, no lawyers, just 2 people standing in the wreckage of what they'd built.
Ryan Einchurin, I'm not here to make excuses. I'm here because I owe you the truth, and I'm giving you just all of it if you want it.
Not why someone else. Not why you were lonely or unhappy. I need to know. Why Derek specifically? That part I still can't. I need to understand that.
He was familiar.
He was safe. He didn't require any rebuilding. And that's a terrible reason, Ryan.
I know that.
I was always working. I wasn't present. I know that now. That doesn't excuse what you...
Is there any version of this where there's still an us?
Or did I take that completely off the table?
I genuinely don't know.
Right now, what I know is that I love you.
And what I know is that I don't know if I can trust in the end.
Yes. Derek Hayes lost his business partnership, his income, his best friend, and his Stephanie standing.
2 months after the confrontation, Ryan Carter still hadn't decided what came next. But for the first time, the question didn't terrify him.
I called Linda and I was laughing because it
She asked me when I last told my wife I missed her. Not love you, dude, missed her. And I couldn't answer. I couldn't remember.
When I went through my divorce in 1998, you were in college, but it took me 3 years to feel like a person again.
You're at 2 months, so give yourself the time.
I didn't say no. I don't think I'm done. But I also know I'm not the same man who would just take that hit and pretend it didn't happen.
They started couples therapy,
Not because they'd decided to stay together.
but because they'd both decided they at least owed each other a real conversation.
and
We both said exactly the same thing at the same time. And we both stopped. And for 1 second, it was just us again.
Derek ended up alone. Not dramatically, just quietly. The way most consequences arrive, see?
At some point the anger stopped out of sting.
People expect you to be destroyed or redeemed. The truth is, you made choices.
The house is still a lot of house for one person.
By session 7, they were 3 inches closer on the couch. It doesn't sound like much, but in that room, it was everything.
What are you having?
nothing.
Nothing.
They didn't hold hands, they didn't kiss goodbye, but they walked out of that restaurant together. And both of them separately noticed it was.
I want to try, not because it's easier, not because of the house or the history,
Because when I think about the future too, even with everything in two, she's still in it.
Hey, I need to say something to you. Not in a session, not with a mediator, just you and me. Can you come to the house tonight?
When he opened that door, he didn't look like the man I'd hurt. He looked like Ryan.
You kept my mug. I didn't move your mug. It felt wrong.
Like if I moved it, that made a decision I wasn't ready to make.
I'm not fully over it. I don't know if I will be.
But I'm choosing to try.
He took my hand, Thomas.
The hardest part wasn't forgiving her. The hardest part was figuring out what parts of me had let this happen, what I'd checked out of, what I'd missed.
I would give anything to go back. Not because I want to erase the consequences, because I want to choose differently. I want to have been braver when it mattered.
22% of married Americans have had an affair. 54% of those affairs involve a friend or close.
They're still in therapy. They're still figuring it out. Some days are harder than others, but they're walking in the same direction. And for now, that's enough.
If you're watching this and you're in a relationship, Paul, here's what I'd tell you. The distance you're ignoring right now is the exact distance someone else will fill. Don't wait.
If you're the one who's been where I've been, Doe, I'm not telling you it's okay, but you're not beyond repair. None of us are.
Here's what the data actually says. Couples who pursue therapy after infidelity have a 70% chance of rebuilding a stronger relationship.
The first step to any of this hurry, whether you're character in image 1.
3 things that predict affair risk according to licensed relationship experts: emotional withdrawal, unaddressed contempt, and unspoken needs.
I want to know your story. Have you ever felt the distance growing in a relationship before you knew why? Drop it in the comments. We read every single one.
I wrote a letter to character B. I haven't sent it. I may never send it.
Derek started attending men's accountability group therapy 6 weeks after the dissolution. He said the first week he didn't say a word. The second week he said everything.
She called me after the first night Nan Butchung 2 came back to the house, and she just said, "It's not fixed, but it's real," and that was enough for me.
She brought coffee. He opened the door. Neither of them said anything. They didn't have to.
Some mornings we don't even talk. We just stand there with our coffee and watch the robot clean the floors. And it's the realest thing we've ever shared.
Betrayal doesn't end a story. It reveals one. It reveals what you're actually made of, what's actually made of.
If this story stayed with you, like it, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe, because we're just getting started.
Their story isn't over. Yours isn't either. Whatever you're carrying today, it's not the last page. Keep turning.